Listen, Alicia's got a good shot at gaining some
Listen up.
proper information about the Skittergate. She's going into Helmgart.
Back with another one. Back from my little break here.
Provide a distraction by ringing
Took a little New Year's break. Hope everyone else had a decent New Year's celebrations. Getting on to the CataTides once again with the other half of my channel, the AI. And
let's get this over with.
Playing a Shade build here. It's my favorite Shade build. I got a couple of them, but I'm most practiced with this one. I think it also just kind of has like the most. It's like the biggest like you know, like wow factor kind of. I mean it's just a monster like killing build really. I mean certainly what is it? I think it's Shimmer Strike. Shimmer Strike is definitely premier when it comes to taking out like patrols and such. But I kind of feel like there's more ways to take out patrols. I can't believe I didn't hit that shot. Like I kind of feel like a strong potion and like just a bomb. Usually you can like do a patrol in pretty good, but like it's not gonna like do the same to a monster. Whereas you know, a build like this with Shade will always do a monster in. You know, like there's just more ways to deal with patrols than there are monsters, and just maximizing Shade for just absolute monster obliteration is just in my opinion always the better option. I am running the Ranger Veteran with a little different of a talent. I think I'm running Scavenger on him this time for once. No ale. But there's probably a few things on this build that a lot of people aren't going to like, because this build is heavily specialized to take out monsters. And the thing is because it's so specialized for monster killing, it's kind of like shit for everything else. It can still kind of deal with elites, you know, pretty well. I mean, dual daggers are just you know, just damage dealing monsters. Naturally, I am not hitting any of my shots right now. Naturally, I'm using Moonfire bow, but you can use like any bow you want, really. It's personal preference of whatever you like. Longbow works, you know, really well, of course. I know most people prefer longbow for the special sniping. And that is one dead Chaos Spawn. One potion and he was gone, even on Cataclysm. Didn't take long. I'm glad I got to showcase that at the beginning, or close to the beginning of the video. So yeah, there's a few things that aid this build in terms of what I just did. Obviously, you know, all the damage I have is geared towards monster damage. I've got like crit power on the daggers and the charm and power versus monsters, and the way I kind of have some cooldown set up is so like the way some of the cooldown is set up is I've got 10% flat on the charm, or the trinket I mean, and oh god, there's always so many specials in this bit of it in this Coliseum. And the way the combo works is I've also got Resourceful Combatant on the daggers. So basically, when I hit my ult to you know, combo on a monster with the potion, between the Resourceful Combatant and that flat percent cooldown on the trinket, I end up with just enough cooldown, like around the end of the potion's effect, to instantly get another Cloak of Pain off. So it kind of lets me combo monsters even on Cataclysm, to, you know, basically to you know, to their death, like almost immediately. You saw how fast that Chaos Spawn went down, despite getting a couple of chomps on Kruber and healing.
I take out my frustrations where I can, wizard, and since there'll be uproar if I shoot one of you, have a care! That's a Chaos Warrior! And Boubadir, hold your breath and shield your eyes! Think carefully.
So yeah, like there's a couple things you can do different with the build. You know, if you want to ever play Shade to basically this extent of monster killing ability, like you don't need the Resourceful Combatant like on like Legend, for example. I mean, you don't really need the Resourceful Combatant at all, but you know, sometimes it can save you those precious few seconds.
Just like that. One less assassin to worry about.
You can, I think I'm running Blood Drinker. I thought I can get up here. I know I can get up there, I'm just not making the jump right. Whatever. I think I'm running Blood Drinker, which gives me a little bit of damage reduction. You can run like Blade Runner or something if you want to. Like one of the things that I like to do with this build, because it's kind of like such shit when it comes to like fighting hordes and stuff here. You're noticing here I'm relying on the bots a lot. So like when I play this build with real people, I do the same thing. I just rely on my teammates for like just to kind of deal with just most of everything. Come on, pick that up, please. Thank you. And then I'll heal you with it. Come here, dwarf. Stop complaining. And then you notice I'm running a bunch of extra stamina. So dual daggers is got this this neat thing where your push only takes half a stamina. So when you run +2 stamina, you get an extra push, an extra 2 pushes. So what I kind of do when I'm playing with other people, or you know, with the boss, whenever I play this build in general, when I'm facing large hordes, I'll just kind of keep pushing hordes and stuff, just to try to provide like a lot of crowd control for my teammates to cut everything down, or you know, whatever they want to do. And then I'll just kite through my teammates. You know, there's no point in trying to like fight a horde with a build like this. Like you're gonna be fighting it like all damn day. It's just not worth it. Something else you can do. You can run like Javelin or something. I know a lot of people don't like Javelin quite as much since they got nerfed, but it is still strong in ways. You know, Javelin can help you take on these hordes a little more. And wow, I just took that overhead from like I didn't even see that overhead. But it's yeah, you kind of have to like keep an eye on like your teammates and stuff and make sure you're keeping up with them. Just be aware of where they're at so that you can just kite through them and they can help peel for you, because you definitely have a huge disadvantage with a build like this. You kind of have to bide your time with a build like this, you know. You gotta wait for the big boys to come out and play, you know. You know, and that's not to say like, you know, like the build can't do anything. Like, I mean, like I said, it's dual daggers, so you can still deal like, you know, good heavy damage. You know, you can still backstab stuff and like instantly kill most enemies, you know. And in the national, if you are elite, you know, you make use of the parry perk that Shade has, and the ability to, you know, go stealth on the crits or go stealth on the parries. And turn that stealth into instant criticals, and turn those criticals into instant kills. Yeah. So yeah, it's a really strong build against monsters. It is, I do believe, the strongest build that you can possibly use against the monster. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is the highest burst damage in the game is exactly a build like this. I'm not quite entirely sure how you would get any damage higher than the combination of talents and properties that I have on Shade currently. I mean, obviously there's stuff you can do in modded realm, but I mean that's modded realm, you know. I don't care about modded realm. the majority of people don't, you know, like, I can't imagine, I can't imagine anyone but, like, you know, like, less than 1% of people actually play Mono Roam, and, you know, those people probably already know how to, how to achieve, you know, the damage that they want to achieve against, monsters and such, so. As such, in Righteous Stand, I am going to be facing a monster at the finale. It's something you only get on Cataclysm. Little 1-2 punch between me and the dwarf.
You are poison. The White Stormer's worm food.
Oh, my card got broke. Alright, got plenty of heals. Sound like I've been hard pressed for items in this game.
Medical supplies.
So I've been trying to you know, think a little bit more about, you know, things I can talk about, and I've sort of been like dissecting a little bit like how I play, and I'm kind of realizing like a lot of the things I do when I play, I kind of just been doing like supernaturally, like some of the things that I do in game, like I never really like thought about it, you know. I just kind of like started doing it, and it's a little weird, like trying to like talk about some of the things I do sometimes. And man, I am just taking 3 too many overheads this game. And I am hearing the patrol, and did I just whiff that? It looked like it went right through them. Alright.
Great. Alone again. Typical. Typical dwarf with no staying power. Look out! Watch out!
This isn't the best game. So I'm gonna... I'm not like much danger here. I'm just gonna... It does kind of suck that I lost the bots, but I'm just gonna be stealthing over here, getting the stuff, getting the bombs, getting the all these items that I've gathered up, and like I always say, you know, I can't be leaving patrols and chaos warriors alive, so they gotta go. might be a little cheap what I'm doing here, but you know, I'm gonna allow it. I don't really care if nobody else doesn't like it. It still works. They still count as kills. I am going to have to deal with all of these specials that are going to be spawning, though, which might become a problem if I'm not careful. And,
I need to heal.
Show some patience. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get this. Give me this. Down one of these.
Someday.
And those Chaos Warriors aren't going to be bothering us anymore. So you see, even with a full potion,
Don't worry, Cootie. I'll be back.
that assassin. Even with a full potion effect, you saw I still had about 12 seconds left on my ability, and that's kind of why I run the resourceful combatant. Just because even with the flat cooldown and the full effect, the full 5 seconds of a potion, it's still just barely not enough for another ability use. So, you know, 10 seconds can be a long time with a monster still being up. So having resourceful combatant kind of lessens that window to, you know, damn near precisely another ability cast at the end of your potion.
Dusk and shadow.
So yeah, that trait can really make up the difference in the seconds that a monster is alive, and
There's a gutter gunner about.
can really make the difference. Honestly, I could feel I'm not playing good this game. Like, I'm not hitting my shots. I've taken 3 overheads, you know, like. But I'm still somehow getting through it.
That's better. Cooldown's done.
Yo, that assassin's a menace.
Let me heal.
And you know what? It's just further proof that you don't need to play perfectly in order to get through a mission. You can play like absolute shit. Come on, why isn't the wizard picking this up? Come on, wizard. There you go. You know what? Let me put that on you as well. And you know what? We might as well use it.
This isn't a delight for me either, and you know it.
And let's get into the finale area here real quick before another.
Well, we're here. What about this bell loader wants ringing? No even screaming. Pull that light stormer.
Another horde comes in.
Prepare yourselves, lumber boots. Right.
And I mean,
Ring
really,
the
all I
bell.
need
Let's get
are
this done.
is this potion. That's really kind of all I need. So having these 2 bombs on top of that is already more than enough. I don't suspect that this finale is going to be particularly tough. You know, the only difficult thing really about this finale on Cataclysm is, of course, the extra monster spawn. It's mostly similar to Legend in, you know, every other case.
You're sorely wounded, Cuba.
Just like that.
Stay out of the gap.
And you know, the monster is just going to get obliterated. So I should be able to rely on the bots to deal with just about everything else here. I know Kruger just went down, but that first wave of Storm Vermin are probably the hardest. The Plague Monks, of course, can be a little difficult sometimes as well. I'm also not like too great at Shade. Like I don't play Shade too often. Like it's mostly this build that I play whenever I play Shade.
Some things don't deserve rescue.
Sometimes I just kind of feel like going into a game just to kill monsters, you know, and I'll just be the designated monster killer. Yeah, this especially like on Legend where you can just do like one Cloak of Pain and just absolutely obliterate just any monster in like a single Cloak of Pain cast. And we got a Storm Fiend. What's up there, big boy? Gonna hit you with this bomb. And then I'm gonna walk through you. And then I'm gonna slap you a couple times, do another cast, and you're done. That was easy. Completely trivialized. Just no challenge, no sweat. You know, all the times that I've gone down in this game, it hasn't looked quite as bad as that Storm Fiend getting absolutely trashed the way I just did to him. That's the way I like to look at it, at least. Oh my god, I'm missing so many shots. I'm not doing too good. I haven't played it a little bit. At New Year's break, really really rested me. What? yeah, that rat did not know what to do after I stealthed. It's just walking around. And I can tell I've been relying on the bots here a lot for this finale because they have used up all of their heals. Oh. When I breathe. Tend your wounds. Hey, it'll be fine. That's that was pretty much the last like difficult wave, so this game's pretty much in the bag. There it is, signifying Sigmar's glorious light. We're gonna do a cheers, a double cheers, a triple cheers, a quadruple cheers. All for Clark Karen. There it is. And let's see this ridiculously lopsided monster damage on Shade. If you stuck through that whole disaster of a Shade playthrough, I appreciate it. If you just kind of skip to the end to see the end screen here, I still appreciate you clicking and giving the video a watch. There it is. The dwarf didn't even get a hit in on either of those monsters. They didn't even get over 100 damage. They just got a couple strikes. All that quick burst damage. There it is. Very nice. Appreciate you watching, as always. And I'll be going back to more of a regular upload schedule, kind of like what I was doing before. And I'll see you in the next one. GG.